So thank you for being here. My name is Aurora, and the majority of you might already know me unless you just recently found me and found my page and my videos. As you know, I have a channel on YouTube called Rising Phoenix Aurora. I am a quantum alchemist, as well as a seer and an Akashic reading. I am a Akashic reader, and I have also developed quantum, I practice, which is called quantum hypnosis alchemy healing, which is basically developed from quantum healing into a technique where we're using alchemy, sacred alchemy within the technique. So that's a little bit of about my background. So check out my website for more information upon that. But today's video, it's so exciting to share the connection that Dolores would like to share with you all of who she is upon creation. Today she'll be sharing a story of her creation and how she remembers how she came to be. And so bear with me, I'm feeling a lot of energy. If you all know Dolores, oh my goodness, she is a powerhouse, and her energy can be overpowering at times. So if you've ever done a QHHT or a quantum healing, or even tried to basically, or she's ever spoken to you, because I've had, several clients come to me that said, Dolores came to me and she said this and she said that, we know that she is a powerhouse, and, what she says goes, of course, within free will, but, she's a tough cookie. So yes, so it's very exciting, very, very exciting. Been feeling her energies integrating with me all day long, speaking to her all day long. An exciting day, and she wanted to do it today, as you know, our connection with the 13, because she said that she really loved August, and 3-1, it's the opposite of 13, so that's why she chose that day. And yeah, so that's pretty much it about our channeling. Well, the way it's going to go is actually Siobhan is the co-host today, and she'll be asking the questions. And she is a aura practitioner, what I practice, what we've developed quantum healing into. And she will be asking all the questions. She'll be asking the questions that are live here that you type in your comments section, as well as all the questions that we've built up from both my website. And if you are interested in asking Dolores your own question, feel free to go to my website. I am going to create a separate blog on there so that you can add your comments there. And as well as, yes, that'll be the place where you will be able to add your questions if you want to ask them later on, okay? All right, so Siobhan, if you want to, you're frozen right now. Let's see if you can unfreeze. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, very good. If you want to go ahead and share who you are, a little bit of who you are.
Absolutely. So my name is Siobhan. Nice to meet you. I am in Dayton, Ohio. And yes, I started off as a Reiki healer, intuitive reader, and now I am an angelic universal regression alchemy healer. So I am very appreciative and honored to have received the guidance to join Aurora, and Dolores herself brought me straight to her. So definitely honored to be communicating and connecting with her as always, because she's also one of my spirit guides and the spirit guide of many of us, I hear. So
yes,
it should definitely be fun.
I call her the universe's greatest stalker.
Yes.
in a respectful, funny way. She always laughs. She finds it funny. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. Well, thank you, Siobhan, for being here, and thank you for asking all the questions. It's an honor. I love you. You're beautiful.
I love you too.
And thank you to all who have joined us so far right now, and I'm sure even more people will be joining us later. And thank you as well for all the questions that came forth from the Facebook page, from also our spiritual Facebook group called Rising Phoenix Angels. Several questions came from there, as well as I also got emailed questions from also practitioners, QHHT practitioners, quantum healing practitioners from the original Quantum Healing Forum. So thank you for those of you who brought forth those questions as well through there. It's beautiful to be able to allow Dolores today to, first of all, she's going to channel a message, an opening message of her creation. And then from there, she's going to answer all the questions that Siobhan will be asking on behalf of you all. And there is many questions, so therefore she'll be going back and forth again with these questions and the ones we already have. However, we probably are not going to be able to answer all of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to hold on to the ones that we couldn't answer, and we will make a separate video where Dolores is again channeling through me and answering those other questions, because all the questions that came through were phenomenal, and I think they're very important to be answered. Okay? All right. Thank you. Okay, so I'm going to start preparing myself. Take a deep, start taking deep breaths and drink some water first. The energies are strong today, so I'm vibrating beautiful. So I'm going to start connecting to Dolores and just allow for her channel to come forth. And the way I do it is, before I even go in, I want to make it clear that I start connecting. I set an intent even before I start channeling of who I will be channeling. And I also surround myself with a bubble of love light to ensure that only a benevolent being comes forth. And Dolores is very specific on who she allows to channel her. If you are not from the heart, if you are looking looking for service to self versus service to others, she will not allow for you to really channel from her, or she's very specific. She looks for people who, again, work from the heart space. Okay, so it's an honor to be able to share this very heart-centered message from her today. So, all right, here we go. Just give me a minute. Welcome.
Greetings. Is this Dolores?
Greetings. Thank you for being here. It's such an honor to be speaking to you all today.
An honor to be speaking with you.
Very exciting to be sharing my connection upon creation and how it was that I came forth and some of my very first memories. You know me as Dolores Cannon upon your planet. And today I tell you my story. And my story begins upon a lamb who was unfamiliar to me. Looking through my eyes, I saw a human torso and 4 legs. Looking all around me, I can see trees and plant life, as well as a village. I can see a sister that looked like I, standing beside me. And I could hear a voice speaking to us, telling me that I was number 2 and my sister was number 1. And within my hands, I had a bow and arrow, and the arrow had fire within it. And we were told just a few things. We were told that we were to guard a sphere, an energetic sphere inside the village at the center of the heart of the village. And that we were to guard it from spirits, essences that would try to come and attach or enter or get to this sphere. We were told not much besides that, just that we had this role, this responsibility, this great responsibility of guarding these people. And these people we didn't know then seemed to be missing a spark within them. We spent several days around the land, running around. And was I fast? I was so fast and free. I could run faster than some of these animals that we have on Earth. And I loved it. And I loved it when I ran and I could feel the wind on my skin, the wind on the hair and my legs. I loved to shoot these arrows. I had a purpose, and I was determined. And I was determined to not ever let down this purpose that was given to me through this voice that felt like home. And throughout time, 2 others joined us, 2 brothers, a 3rd brother, and then a 4th brother. My sister and I, we were in charge of the land outside the perimeter within the forest, the land that seemed to go on for a long time, but had an end, seemed to be a flat surface. We would protect these energetic essences that would try with much perseverance to connect to the sphere inside the village. We stayed outside the perimeter, going around in circles day after day, day after day. Day into night, day into nights, and our brothers would stay close surrounding the village, ensuring that if any essence got through us, they would stop them. We would run around joyfully as a game, and as these essences would come, they would look ghostly. They didn't have a solid form like we did. They were different. I just knew that I had to stop them. And day after day, night after night, we protected this village, and we would shoot our arrows at them. And when we would shoot our arrows at them, we were really good at aiming. And the minute we would shoot them with the fire of the arrow, they would evaporate. And it seemed like they would come and come, and we didn't understand where they were coming from. We just understood that we needed to stop them. They were really driven, really driven. And at times I would just wish that they would stop coming. So many of them. We never knew when they would come. We just would sense them when they would come near. We shot them one after another. And our days just started meshing into one. And I loved my sister greatly and my brothers. My sister was very strong, very serious, even more driven than I. And my two brothers. One was number 3, he liked to flaunt and show off and count how many essences did he throw the arrows at to transmute. He would compete with number 4, and number 4, he was always so quiet. Never quite could understand him, what was going on in his thoughts. So quiet. He seemed to not really want to do this job. But we have to do this job. This is who we are. This is what we know. This is what we've been told to do. One day, the sun was going down. The light was going down. And it was becoming nightfall. And as the nightfall was coming, we sensed an essence coming forth, coming in fast, much faster than the past ones. This essence seemed different. Something different. We started to shoot at her, sister and I. 3. 1 and I. As 3 and 4 were in the village. We shot at her, and she seemed to be different. She seemed different. See, this is the first. We didn't know it then. But she was a female essence. This was the first female essence that had come forth from wherever it is that they were coming forth from. And this female essence was very fast. We would shoot the arrows at her. She seemed to know where every single arrow was going to land, and she would avoid them. And she moved rapidly through us. And we looked at each other, and she passed us up. And the speed that she was going at, we didn't understand. What was different about her then? She got through us. And as she flew by us, we ran after her. We kept shooting arrows. She would move left. She would move right. She knew exactly where every single arrow was going to land. And we can see she's ahead of us. We're running after her full speed. She's so much faster than us. And as we're reaching the village, I feel within my heart, within my flame, that we might fail what we've been told to do. We might fail this. There's something different. As we finally reach the village, we are at the center, and the sphere is there, this energetic sphere rotating rapidly, rotating counterclockwise rapidly. And we see that our brothers, 3 and 4, are fighting. 4 is holding back 3. And 3 is trying to shoot at this essence, and 4 is blocking him. And we don't understand. We stand there for a second, not understanding why he's doing this. Why is 4 doing this? We were told to stop this essence, these essences from joining. Why is he doing this? Why is he not following the rules? And he's holding our brother, and we have no choice. We shoot at his arms with our fire, with our arrows, and it pains us. His arms are on fire, but it's too late. And in that moment, that essence that was too fast for us, that our brother 4 led through, joins that sphere. And when it does, a wave of creation, a wave of energy, a wave of fire expands out from the sphere, rotating fast, 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 a ball of fire, rapidly. And as it does, my brother 4, who is closest to the sphere, he's on fire. He's still standing there in his form. But I see my brother 3 that is behind him. He has evaporated. He's gone up into flames and evaporated. And my sister and I have done so as well. And the last thoughts of me looking upon my brother is seeing him in a flame of fire. And seeing this sphere expand out counterclockwise into creation. And thinking and leaving. Why has my brother done this? And our spirits fly into a star. And the star's name is Zen Star. And together, we are here. And I sense my brother 4 in this sphere, in this star. I sense him here, as well as others who are like us. There was 4 once more, but it seems that we have duplicated into 8 and then 12. There is 12 beings, 12 essences, individual consciousness within this collective consciousness of the Zen star. And together we lay here in oneness and in individualness, in thought form of peace and love. And I can see from out the star that plan, that sphere has turned into what we would call now a planet, a planetary sphere. It's turned into, and it looks so beautiful from this star. It has beautiful colors of green and blue. And it rotates and it spins counterclockwise. And I love to watch it expand and create. And every time that passes by, I see its beauty and how it's growing and becoming so beautiful. And in my thoughts, I wonder, why is it that I was told to stop this? It's so beautiful to look at. And as I'm laying here in the oneness of this essence of this star, I see my brother 4 has split into 2. He split into Archangel Michael and Archangel Lucifer. And Archangel Michael is so anxious and so ready to see the world, to see the creation, to see the universe, to see all creation, the omni-universe. He's ready to venture on, out from this star. And I hear the creator energies that are not here in this star, but they are in another area that feels like home. And they're talking to him. And they're asking him if he would like to go ahead and come out from the star, that they have a big role for him to play, as he was the one, as well as his other half, the ones that chose to follow their hearts and to not listen to the rules that were given to us. I'm just silently listening to what they're telling him while he's in the star. And it's all making sense to me. The Creator, the Divine Mother, and the Divine Father speak unto him, and explain to him that it was all one big experiment. Would we listen to the rules that were given to us and stay within our mind, or would we connect to that essence, that flame that we had within our heart, within our inner heart space, within our chest, within the chest of our centaur bodies? Would we connect to them? And that is where they tell him that they were so proud of him, that he listened to his heart, and that essence, that one female essence that was different, that he allowed to come forth, and he betrayed and did not listen to his rules and betrayed his brothers and sisters. That essence was so vital to creation, because that essence was the very first Divine Mother, the very first fractalization, the fractal of the Divine Mother. There is no name truly for her. as she goes by many names. But you know her in this planetary sphere as Sophia, perhaps. But again, there is no name. And by him allowing for her, the Divine Mother, to join this energetic sphere, he allowed for creation. Beautiful planet. Beautiful planet. Create the very first planetary sphere of creation. And he says he is ready. And the Creator is humbly proud in how beautiful this experiment, and he, the beauty within his heart, and the bright light within his heart. And then they come to me and they ask, are you ready? Are you ready to come forth out from the star as well? We have a big role for you to play. And I naturally say yes. I've lost how long we've been in this star. Feels like an infinite amount of time. I'm ready to discover more, just like this beautiful planet that I watch grow. I'm ready to discover more. And the Creator asks me, what is it that you have learned from that experience? As the sister, what is it that you learned? And my very first response, my inner knowing within all that is consists of me, is that I learned to follow my heart, to follow that flamed heart within my soul. I learned to honor myself and to love myself and to look beyond the rules and the expectations that have been set there. Perhaps at times without a further explanation why those rules are there. I've learned to think beyond that. And most importantly, once again, to live within my heart and always follow my heart. And the Creator says, beautiful answer. And with this task we give you, Archangel Michael is ready to come forth as the angelic energy that he is. And now we ask of you to come forth out once more of a different form where you will be perhaps even stronger than him, until the day that he is strong enough and he has gained enough lessons and experiences through his adventures into the omni-universe, until he is strong enough to protect himself. We'll give you this role. Will you take on this role and this form of being Archangel Michael's protector? And I wholeheartedly say yes. Yes, yes. Yes. Yes, 4 times in the honor of my brother 4, who followed his heart. And out from the star we come out. I see my brother coming out in this beautiful, energetic form of blue and golden. And he has this beautiful form, you can say wings, angel wings. And I come out from this star and I'm transforming and I'm evolving with the help of the Divine Mother and the Divine Father's energies. And they further explain to me how Archangel Michael and Helio were the fractal, the very first fractal of the Divine Father, as well as the essence that created that planetary sphere was the fractal of the Divine Mother. And there I see her as I'm transforming. She comes, the first fractal of the Divine Mother, Sophia. She comes. And she's helping her beautiful golden energy consisting of multitudes of color within her. Colors of the rainbow, colors that we do not know of on earth. In her beautiful angelic form. Surrounded by fire as well. And she's aiding me in transformation, in manifestation into another unique formation. I am, they say, a dragon. I am a dragon of fire. I am strong. I am big. I am 10 times the size of Archangel Michael and Archangel Sophia. And I can breathe out fire. I can breathe out fire through my mouth as I open it. I can see through my big eyes and I can look all around me and I feel so different, empowered. I feel strong. Like there's nothing that can stop me. And I am the color red and I am fire. I am the element of fire. And together I am with my brother Michael. And I am his guardian dragon. And I guard him for, again, which seems an infinite amount of time. I guard him for a long time as he goes into the darkness and he finds energies and entities that are lost, that acquire transmutation to be brought back to the light of the Creator. But with every lesson and every challenge that we overcome, we both become stronger. He becomes stronger. His transformation is inspirational to me. It is my drive and my focus. I love him dearly. I will die for him. I become his shield when needed. I blow out fire when I need to transmute. And he evolves and he grows bigger and stronger. And Sophia, along the way, she checks up on us. And she's out there creating, helping the other brothers and sisters from the Zen Star come out one by one and helping them be stabilized and teaching them how to create, to be creator beings. Time passes by. Time passes by. Lesson after lesson, growth after growth. And there comes a time where I am asked from the Creator. I am thanked by the Creator. I've done a beautiful job creating, protecting Archangel Michael. And now he is strong enough to be the universe's greatest protector. And I am asked, now that I've done my role as this beautiful fiery dragon, that it is time for me to evolve into an archangel as he is. And the answer is yes, I am ready. And I see myself transform to this beautiful light, and I'm illuminating light into a divine feminine formation of golden and white and pink. And I am fire as well. I have fire within me, still maintaining that fractal of that dragon within my heart. For the dragon is I, and I am the dragon. And I am Archangel Jophiel. And this is my story of creation. Of who my higher self was as Dolores Cannon. I represent both the flame, the fierceness, the strength, as well as infinite love. For I learned long ago to have compassion and to follow my heart. Long ago. Feel free to ask in your meditations and ask in your quantum healing sessions. And I may confirm this for you. I am one of the 12 archangels, of the 12 elders of the Galactic Council, who helped create the first 12 galaxies. And Sophia is our 13th as the Divine Mother. This is who I am. It brings me great honor to be here and to be sharing this story with you, and why it is that I am so passionate in sharing, in bringing forth the evolution of this earth, of Gaia, of this third, fourth dimensional planet. For I learned long ago to aid creation, to aid evolution, to aid wisdom, to aid knowledge, to aid expansion. I learned this long ago. And together we have made a pact. We have made a pact to help the ascension of the earth that you are on now into the new earth, as we call it. But truly, all it is an ascension, a shifting of a vibration into a higher frequency. And we are the Ra. We are the Ra collective. We are the guardians of the omni universe. My role as Dolores Cannon as Archangel Jophiel is to ensure the fruition of this timeline and maintaining in its positivity. Therefore, I am in charge of shifting timelines around, protecting the timeline, though there is an infinite amount. However, in this timeline that you are in this existence, in this dimension, I am in charge of this role as well as an infinite role of ensuring that we enter into the ascension, into the new earth. I am everywhere. I am in dreams. I am meditations. I am in quantum healings. I am in QHHTs. I am in hypnosis that has been developed. I am everywhere. And I will not let down the people. I will not let down our children. You all are children. I will not let you down. I am everywhere. Thank you.
Thank you, Dolores. That was beautiful. Would you prefer for me to call you Dolores or Archangel Jophiel?
Whichever is fine. You may call me Dolores.
Thank you, Dolores. I certainly appreciate you and I honor you. Welcome your presence and always welcoming your aid and your guidance. As I appreciate also having you as one of my spirit guides. I love you, sister.
And I love you.
Thank you. Thank you. We have many, many, many questions, and I believe it would be an appropriate question to ask, appreciating your creation story and your truth. The major planetary systems or the universes, are they each appointed, like with the primary guardian oversoul? And if so, would that mean our universe here, Earth, the primary guardian oversoul is the Ra collective oversoul?
Yes, we are the oversouls.
Yes, beautiful. Did you want to? Go ahead.
The way we explain is it started off with us 4, then it duplicated to 8 to 12, and that's how creation kept duplicating upon itself and becoming fractals upon ourselves. Yes, we are the oversouls.
Beautiful, beautiful.
The channel's experiencing everything spinning. So I'm trying to help her ground.
Okay.
If you will allow her, she needs a drink of water.
Absolutely. Aurora, you may get a drink of water. Thank you. How's she doing now, Dolores?
She's doing good. My energy is powerful.
Yes.
It's the combination between her energy as Aurora and I it's a strong combination.
Mm-hmm.
You may proceed.
Yes. I know that creation is all about expansion. From when you say that we are, or that you are the oversouls, is it correct in saying that the archangels, even through their expansion, they may expand into either grand archangels or oversouls?
Yes, that is correct.
Beautiful.
There is branches coming forth from us, and we are the seraphim. The 12 were originated seraphim, and then there was archangels born from us. And as a whole. For example, my brother, Archangel 4, or even as a wholeness when he's born, has been forth from, like when he was Osiris, he was a wholeness of Michael and Heliel, the wholeness of himself. Once we become whole, we are the seraphim angel. So does that explain? Does that answer your question?
I believe so, yes. Would you like me to proceed with the questions we were provided with?
Yes, please. I am very excited about these questions.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful. Again, thank you for sharing that story. Beautiful. Okay, so we had a question submitted by Kim. She wanted to know, what are your feelings and thoughts about the evolution of your work and the communications between QHHT and BQH practitioners?
Thank you for this question.
Mm-hmm.
We would say a year, over a year and a half from now, we were worried, especially I, as overseeing the quantum healing, where we weren't seeing enough evolving, enough expansion from quantum healing. Therefore, I started reaching out to several who were ready, who were within their hearts. I started talking to them through Dreamtime, through QHHTs. And I started to talk to them, even, for example, Aurora, or speaking to Candace, who runs the quantum healing, original quantum healing forum. Started speaking to them and guiding them and helping them towards the path of evolving. I tried to speak to those, but some were too much in their minds, as I was once when I was that centaur. It would not hear me. So I started reaching out to different healers who would listen and would develop it, that would have the courage to develop. Though QHHT is beautiful the way I've created it, and it is essential and needed on Earth. We saw, as the galactic, we needed an expansion upon where there was also different branches of it, through BQH, through A.U.R.A, through even hypnotherapists, different branches, because this was essential, something that was needed. What was needed? The growth that was needed for what I started off. For as we have seen, we can now develop, for example, when I was alive, I believed strongly that we couldn't do this online. And it was the limitation upon myself that I had within my human consciousness and the boundaries that I put upon myself. But once we saw, and I was not held heavy by my vessel, my human vessel, and I was one with my higher self as Jophiel, we saw that, and I knew that energy is everywhere, just like I taught through QHHT. It is not needed to be in person. You can do it online, because energy is multidimensional. You can reach someone from the other side of the world. instantly with energy. So we started communicating to those who were brave, and those who were brave started practicing and developing their quantum healing hypnosis through our guidance. What was beneficiary for the growth of the new earth? At that time, the earth was being held too heavy. There was too much. We saw. I didn't believe when I was alive once more. But once I went beyond the veil and I was whole, I saw that there was too many dense energies and too many entities, too many consciousness that were lost, trapped in the earth, that were trapped in your matrix system, that were trapped by, say, negative agendas. Though understand that we act in oneness of the negative and the positive polarities as the raw. We saw that this was holding back the advancement of the earth, and we saw a timeline where we can further expand this through quantum healing. And we started contacting those who were brave to help bring forth entities from within vessels that were ready to be released. And every entity that was brought forth to the light made the earth lighter, and it created a ripple affection onto another and another and another. See what happened when, as the earth is trying to shift into a higher dimension, it is up here. However, there's dense energies here. This is the planet. There's dense energies here. And these dense energies are holding the planet heavy, holding it down. And it's trying to raise and raise. And these lost entities, these entities that don't have vessels, that have been there for centuries or millenniums, lost, not being able to find the light, started panicking. They didn't know what to do. They're scared. They have fear. They've been so lost, so long lost in their darkness. So they started attaching and connecting, and also part of the system as well. Contracts being created by new borns coming in, starseeds, new earth volunteers, angelics, all sorts of different races. See, the races are an infinite amount. There are an infinite amount of names that are being born on earth right now. And they started panicking. And some of them made contracts. The majority of them made contracts with these newborns coming in a timeline where they would join and give them lessons and help them evolve. And then they would help them find the light within them when it was time for them to let go of the lesson that was being taught and evolve into and transmute and turn into light. There was too many, and there still is too many people on earth with entities within them. There is entities in animal products, which is why we talk about perhaps within your own free will, not eating animal products, because the animal products hold the pain of the animal, of the torture and the violence that they went through. And when this happens, entities can attach to this. And this is why we speak of eating And even before I passed away, I spoke of this through my team. Back then, I didn't realize it was the galactic team in my soul family, the Raw Collective, that was guiding me through these sessions. And why they were guiding us in drinking water only and eating live food that did not have chemicals within it that carry these dense entities or dense energies. Because we are trying to raise the vibration within you. But again, within your own free will, not everyone will align with this. Everyone is consistent differently. But this is the majority that we see.
Thank you. Thank you, sister.
Thank you.
I strongly apologize. Is there any way we can take like a 60-second break?
Yes.
2-minute break. Okay. Anybody have to go to the restroom, get some water? Go ahead and do that. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. The channel, Aurora, would like, we will try to go past more than usual, about say an hour and 15, and I will keep you posted. She is still feeling strong energies, however, she is doing well. So do let us know when you're at an hour and 15, please.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the second part of that question was, do you feel that there will be eventually a collaboration between QHHT and BQH and possibly Aura?
How beautiful and grand this would be for there to be a collaboration between truly all hypnosis techniques. For us to remember that we are here on a mission, for our egos to be put to the side. For there is much ego still being played in the separation of hypnosis techniques. This saddens me. For I have always taught, to look beyond the unexpected, to allow, as I said in my books, for your brain to be twisted like a pretzel. And it would be loving and ideal, yes, for them, for these techniques to work together. However, in this current timeline, we are not seeing this. And we hope and we give love that one day that they will come together and remember that we are brothers and sisters, and we came forth in agreement in developing hypnosis to help the earth ascend. Don't forget. Do not forget. Remember. Remember your roles. Go to your hearts. Go to your hearts. I cannot express it enough. Follow your hearts. Work within service to others. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. The next question, it sounds like you already answered it, but the question is, basically, when you were in your physical form, which you were just talking about, you had developed QHHT. What have you discovered? Of course, your full remembrance since transcending, but how has your remembrance impacted your views of QHHT? It's about the same question you already answered.
Yes, the answer is still the same. I would like to add that right now there are so many angelics and different races in union as a collective that are being born, walking in, integrating, joining fractals, essences of all these high vibrational, high dimension beings from all over. And I want you to remind you that you chose to be here. It is a great honor to be here. For only here on Earth, in this third dimensional, though there is alternate Earths and alternate even planets as well, a multitude, an infinite amount of planets that can hold this dimension of the third. In this time, we are focusing upon as A.U.R.A in this earth. We want to remind you what a great honor it is to be born here, and that you chose to be here, and for you to remember to love yourself because you are beautiful. And the challenges that you've gone through, you have chosen them. You are your own creator. You chose them to create you and to expand you. This is, in this dimension, is the only time that we can so expand in this manner. For it is only through challenges and lessons and, unfortunately, hardships that are so gross, that are so learns. This is a school. Just like I would say then, this is a school. In order for you to move on, you need to learn all your third grade lessons to move on to the fourth. And then learn all your fourth grade lessons to move on to the fifth, so that you can go back and expand and expand. As all time exists within itself, and expand into a higher dimension. Thank you.
Thank you. The next question. These are submitted by Yiska. She wants to know if you can advise us on how do we discern between our own thoughts and feelings, the feelings of others, and then even thoughts from negative entities, as well as how do we rid ourselves of these lower vibrational entities?
Speak to your soul, that little voice that's been talking and guiding you since you've been born, telling you things that you don't understand where they came from, a thought form that just appeared in your mind that you want to now go forth. Speak to that voice, because that voice is you, your higher self, the fractals of you who exist in other planets and other dimensions in infinite amounts of expressions of you that are guiding you. Because the easiest way that a human mind can comprehend this is that you are here in this third and fourth dimension now, and you can say in a sense that you are our past. For in the future, you've already ascended. You've already entered into the new earth. You've already even expanded and ascended, transcended into a higher dimension and a higher dimension and a different existence. So they are, all the yous are that voice that speak to you. Your higher self, your oversoul, they are who can guide you. And this is the best advice that I can give you, to speak, to listen to that voice that is connected to your heart, your soul. Listen to that voice, because that voice will guide you and it will help you when you feel perhaps too many dense energies around you. If you feel too much, and it will help you figure out as a healer, okay, these energies I'm feeling, they're really heavy. They're choking me. This energy's choking me. I'm having a anxiety attack. I am having a panic attack. What is wrong with me? And if you talk to that voice within your soul, it will tell you, hold on, that is not your energies. That is the energies that you are transmuting, because you are a strong channel of love. Do not confuse yourself. Now, feel those energies and transmute them. Transmute them with the phoenix. As the phoenix is rising now, the era of the new earth will come forth from the fire of the phoenix, the fire of Sophia, of the fractalization of the Divine Mother. This is how this will come forth. It's the only way for it to come forth in such a dense, heavy dimension, is for it to be transmuted with fire. So remember that flame within your heart and the soul connection, and separate those vibrations, those feelings, those emotions that are not yours, and help them transmute with the fire of the flame within you. Transmute them into light. And every time you do this, you help and you create a ripple upon earth of raising the vibration. Every bit is essential. Every bit is as important, and every role is as equal importance to the ascension of earth. Surround yourself with this essence. This essence, this light within your heart, surround yourself with it, and you will further be able to tell on whether, if it is you that is feeling this or another that is feeling this, and transmute that into love light. Thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dolores. Is it okay? I know you mentioned the Divine Mother again. Is it okay to confirm who that 13th or that essence you spoke of in the creation story?
Perhaps. I am limited as I am to keep this timeline positive as far as what I am able to share. But go on and ask.
Thank you. Would you like me to move on to the next question?
You can ask your question and we will take it from there.
Okay. Can you explain the benefit of having entities removed to advance one's spiritual growth and ascension?
What happens is that you no longer have that denser energy that is feeding the ego and feeding perhaps the self-worth of not having inner love. And we're talking about the negative ego side, the one that holds you back from expressing yourself and self-loving. So when you release these entities and you help them evolve, you're creating love within you, love within all life, and honor within this entity, because that could be you. You could be that entity playing that role. But you're not. So treat that entity with love and respect and help it to the love light. It is your brother and sister. So when you let go of this dense energy, you evolve and you raise up, in a matter of speaking, of a quantum energy, as a frequency, your vibration raise up, because no longer do you have this dense energy within you holding you dense. Now you are lighter. Now you can raise your frequency, and now you can connect even more so to your heart space, to your inner knowing, awakening the essences within you, awakening your soul's blueprints, awakening the chakras within you. You become more whole. You become more connected to your higher self by raising this frequency of you, of letting go of what no longer serves you, and most importantly, honoring those lessons, because this is how you let go of these energies that are holding you dense. This is how you do it, by honoring and understanding that lesson and growing and transforming from it. Thank you.
Thank you. Would you recommend, and do you agree with messages received by Archangel Metatron as well as the Blue Avians, that all healers should be sure that their vessels are free of dense energy and entities prior to healing others?
I honor both. I honor both those who are not ready to remove blockages or energies within them. And I honor those who have the love and the respect as well to remove, to ascend from these energies. I honor both roles, for they both have an important role, an equal amount of importance. Ideally, from looking from beyond, it is beautiful to have a healer working on you that is in a higher vibration, that no longer has entities or energies within them, blockages that are holding them heavy. It is beautiful. But know that even though you might be a healer of this and you are not ready yet, know that I am your biggest fan and I am your biggest supporter. And I honor you regardless of your path. And I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for that answer. This next question, let me check the time here, make sure we're still doing good. Okay, it is about an hour and 20 minutes. Well, maybe about an hour and 10 from when we started. How's she doing?
She's doing good, but just like in quantum healing sessions, her bladder is very full.
Yes, yes, yes. Should we take a break or should we wrap it up?
No, let's see if we can ask one more question. We'll see how long that question is, and then we'll see if we'll wrap it up from there.
Okay. I think this would be a good question, maybe for the last one. We do have quite a bit more, so you got quite a few questions. But this next one is asking about the collective, and it's submitted by Lakia. She wants to know, how are we doing as a collective as far as healing, and how are we handling the shifts and waves of energy entering Mother Gaia?
We are doing beautifully, for we've entered a positive timeline that we were trying to, an organic positive timeline that we were trying to achieve. You all are doing phenomenal, and we thank you. Absolutely doing wonderful. Thank you. Doesn't mean those who oppose us. Though again, we honor all roles. Won't try to hold it back, and we'll try to recreate a timeline that is negative and holding back the healers on earth. This still will try to happen, but we are maintaining it strongly, and we shall continue.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay.
Aurora would like for me to remind you. Are you also asking the questions in the live feed as well?
I had not seen any come up. Let me check here. Okay, nope, none were submitted other than hellos.
Very good, thank you.
Most welcome, most welcome. We also had a few individual questions. One was submitted by a Caroline Rose. She had had a dream where she found herself in a white room. She could feel beings sitting around a huge table. She asked specifically for you, Dolores, by name, and you appeared as a yellow-white orb. Can you tell her where this was?
Thank you for this question. As I love you dearly, and I thank you for all the work you're doing as I watch you, as I oversee your work. Thank you. You touch so many hearts and awaken so many. If I may, remember to continue loving yourself just as beautifully as you are now. You are loved by everywhere. Thank you. Now, to answer the question, this was in the realm that you saw us as elders, as councils, as a council, as a galactic council. And this ball of energy you saw is what I've created into. Part of the energies and the colors that I work with, of the yellow and the golden and the white. For this is truly who I am. I have no solid form. I am an energetic sphere, an energetic orb that is multidimensional and that can coexist everywhere at the same time. And I thank you for connecting to us. And you are within this room, as you are as well. A council member. And remember that we work together and we made a pact as well in helping ascension. You were in the dimension of the 13th dimension, of the infinite love, where we coexist as elders and council members of love and equals. Thank you for your question.
Beautiful, thank you. How many more would you like to try to answer today?
You may ask one more.
One more. Okay. We will ask, there was one submitted that I had already written down, and they've submitted it again just now. So at least two are wanting to know, how does light language help with ascension, and in what other ways does it benefit?
Light language. Light language at its purity is frequencies. And as we know, all of creation is born forth from vibration and frequencies. Therefore, light language are tones that resonate within your human language, your I don't like that word. Your searching for the right word. Or planetaries, vocalizations, your people's vocalizations. But again, I don't like that separation. Let's see. So it is as symbols and vibrations, and even some forms of light language are alchemy, sacred alchemy. That is coding of creation. So if you could imagine, when creating and soul, you are creating, you are adding essences of light language, of alchemy. You are adding all these frequencies and vibrations, and most importantly, the frequency of love, the highest frequency of love. And you are creating a beautiful essence, a beautiful, say, new spirit. And only through these essences of the light language, of the alchemy, can this being be created. This coding. For these essences, these light languages connect to the spine within the, you would call it Kundalini awakening. What it is it's an awakening of your soul within your spine, of your knowledge and your soul's blueprints. So very essential. It raises the vibration on earth. It raises the vibration of around the life around you, the planet, the plant life, the animals. It heals everyone. And it reminds people, though you may not know it as you practice it, but it's reminding, and it's feeding that collective thought form into the collective consciousness of your planet. And it is so important and so vital and beautiful. So we thank all who work within light language. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. If you're good, I'll ask another.
We will do one more, but that would be it.
That will be it. Yes, yes, sister, thank you. Okay, so this, I'm going to try to combine two into one. So for quite a while now, we have been light workers, the masculine and feminine. We have known or been attempting to unite twin flames, which we know is through a process of healing. This year, this planetary year, was a real big push to start uniting the soul tribes. Do you mind explaining how this unification of the twin flames and the soul tribes help with the healing and uniting of the masculine and feminine energy, and how that's essential and necessary? How does this benefit ascension?
We will have Archangel Aurora channel Raphael and go into more detail upon that. But I will give you a glimpse for now. If you can imagine a flame and it's split into half or even multitudes of numbers. And what happens when a flame, two small flames join together? What happens to that flame, Siobhan?
Oh, it definitely gets bigger.
There lies your answer. It grows, and the vibration amplifies. And by doing so, there has been many twin flames that have much karmic energy that needs to be brought forth to heal and to balance. Therefore, when we do this, we are helping the collective. We are helping the other twin flames that perhaps are ready to meet once more, or are ready to join. Or even if they don't stay together, you've at least healed that karmic energy that was holding your ancestors or your past lives heavy. You've healed those past lives. And we know how important those past life, the quantum healing through quantum healing is, and how it is important that we heal these past wounds and past energies and past pains. It is essential. And Raphael will speak upon the union of twin flames and what it is like, and how it is important, how it is vital through sacred love of this union, and how through a union of twin flames and how this raises the vibration of the creation of love light on earth when this act of purity is acted upon. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. And did you want to say anything about the soul tribes, the bird tribes, or the animal tribes?
We are, she no longer feels her legs, so we are at towards the end of this channeling. And
yes,
with that, I want to thank all. Thank you for being here. And thank you for seeing beyond the box, because I've been placed in the box as Dolores Cannon, by whom have known me in my human existence that perhaps I might have been too tough, or I do not harness infinite love. However, I am an infinite being that harnesses an infinite amount of love. And please do not place me in this box anymore. I am strong. I am fierce. I have a role to play with the Divine Mother and the Divine Father, the creators. And we will play out our roles as we need to and bring forth the new earth. It is time for our expansion. It is time for our growth within all healing modalities. It is time. I am not limited to my human vessel and my thought form. I think beyond the limitations in the box. I am infinite as you are. Thank you. I honor you. I love you. I respect you. And I thank you. Adonai.
Thank you, sister. Namaste. Same to you. We love you. Beautiful. Welcome back, Aurora.
Hi.
It sounds like Dolores already has you lined up to channel Archangel Raphael.
Yes, yes. It is. I remember some, but you know, it's similar to like when we go into a quantum healing hypnosis. I felt like that as I feel like that when I enter that brainwave of theta is what I'm entering. So I feel like my eyes are almost crossed. Are they okay?
You are fine.
I am fine.
You're lovely.
Okay.
Yes, lovely.
Okay. My feet, I don't feel them right now, and she is just such a powerhouse, and her energy is just fierce. Love her. And I love right now, she's talking to me because she still talks to me telepathically. She's like, look at how many participants we have right now. Guess how many there is? 13.
13. Yes, I noticed that. Beautiful.
Beautiful. So thank you. I know it. I think it was a long one. Yeah, it was. Oh my goodness, a long channel. Yes, I just saw the time. So thank you for all who hung in there and all who joined us and all who will join us and watching this on YouTube, because we will be sharing this on YouTube. So exciting to share these messages that Dolores brought forth and her beautiful creation story for, you know, I was there as well in this creation story with her, as well as many angelics, the other angelics that were there. So thank you. Oh, it's such a beautiful, beautiful honor.
Thank you so much, Aurora.
Thank you.
We love you, sister.
Thank you. I love you. I honor you. I thank you. And I respect all of you. Thank you. Thank you. Go spread that love. Go spread that love.
Yes.
Spread that love. Let's keep this positive timeline going. This beautiful organic timeline going. Thank you, guys. Mwah. Share, share, share this video. Share the love. I will see you. I will see you on YouTube. I will see you in my website, risingphoenixaurora.com, and I will see you in our beautiful group of Rising Phoenix Angels, where we share whom we are in a non-judgment and infinite love for one another. So thank you. Love you all. Blessings. Thank you.